Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Laser. Hope you have an amazing day. And today we're going back to the roots of the channel, getting into some OG Zervz drama. Now, I've kind of been associated with Zervz because I've done so many videos on him and basically, his whole career on YouTube and how he's been like one of the most hated content creators on the entire platform. But essentially, a lot of people have been coming to me every time Zervz does something really sketchy or, kind of insane. And today, we have probably one of the most insane story or thing that Zervz has done. Now, I've made plenty of videos on him in the past, so if you would like to check those out, they are on my channel. I very much recommend the documentary if you are interested. And just before the video starts, if you could drop a sub, that would really help me out. We are so close to 2K, and it would be really sick if I could hit that milestone. Anyways, this story actually was brought to me by a YouTuber called Red Knight. Thank you for this information. He really helped me out with this video. But this story does in fact actually start with one of my good friends on the platform. It's Never. Now, my boy Never is a very talented montage editor, and he did my 1K montage. And so Never, ages ago, maybe upward of 2 to 3 months ago, told me that Zervz had DM'd him asking if he could make him a montage. Now, Never knows about Zervz's really sketchy past with cheating and sub-botting, and overall just not being a great figure in the community, so he politely declined. And Zervz would continue on the hunt for editors for his montage. Now, he would continue looking and eventually ask people in the uni Discord, oh, can anyone help me edit a montage? And he got clowned on because everyone in there knows who he is. Now, at this point, Zervz had become pretty desperate to find an editor, as no one who knew him within the community was willing to make him a montage. So he started DMing smaller creators like my boy Red Knight. Zervz asked Red Knight to make a montage for him, and they agreed on a price for the edit. Now, keep in mind, at this point, Zervz had agreed to pay Red Knight in Discord Nitro, and he literally said it in this Discord DM on screen right now, so it's pretty much proof that he said, I will pay you. So Red Knight began working on the edit. Now, at the time, Red Knight did not know Zervz's reputation within the community, and I'm sure if he did, he would not taken up this editing offer, but the story continues. Anyways, Red Knight spent a lot of time working on the edit, and this was even during exam season, so he was sacrificing some very crucial studying time to make this edit for Zervz, so he really wanted to get paid at the end of the day. After about 30 seconds of the montage had been completed, Red Knight sent it to Zervz for feedback. Zervz said it was great and that he should continue working on the rest of the montage. Now, it's important to understand the form of payment that Red Knight and Zervz had agreed to. Essentially, they agreed on this method of payment. $5 after half the edit was done, and Zervz would then give his feedback, and then $5 after the final version was done and uploaded to Zervz's channel. The payments would be in the form of Discord Nitro subscriptions and would total to $10. Now, at this point, Red Knight decided to ask him for the payment, which they had agreed on before. Zervz told him he didn't have the money at the time and would pay him as soon as his funds were available. Now, I think it's a good idea to show the rest of the story from Red Knight's perspective, because this is an absolute horrible experience, and I think it's just so much better from his perspective. So I'll let him take it away in a little interview I did with him a little while ago. Enjoy.
So I'm halfway done, and he said, all right, bet, I'll call you in a second. So it's rendering, right? Next screenshot. All right, so 30 seconds are done. Do you want it to be 1 minute? And he's like, and then he just completely ghosts me. He just doesn't say anything, right? And the next day, yo, when are you gonna pay me in like the first Nitro? And then he says, once I get my money, which is either in a couple of days or this weekend. As yesterday, I couldn't get my money. And I'm like, all right. So we call a bit later. I forgot to take a screenshot of it, but we call a bit later, and he said, next Monday, I don't know what date it was, but next Monday, he'll give me the Nitro. I said, all right. So at this point, I was getting kind of skeptical. So it was like 9 days after he first asked me to edit. I was like, hey, just a heads up, you probably should have had your money before you asked me to edit, but oh well, I'll give you until Sunday for the Nitro. So the day before Monday. And then he was like, okay. I was really getting fed up, so I was like, hey, can you call it? It's Monday. I did not get my Nitro. So he just ghosts me. I'm not going to work on the montage until I get half the payment, and the other half when I finish. And then at this point, I'm like, all right, no, this guy's scamming me. And this is also the part where I realized Zervz is actually Zervz. And I was like, oh. I was like, dude, you make me spend 3.5 hours editing. That's only half the work. And if you don't think you're going to pay me, why'd you waste my time? I'm giving until this Sunday, so like a whole week for the Nitro. And then he says, you already have Nitro. But like, bruh. It's okay, so he says like, yeah, but then, and he says, I already got a montage level. Now go to the screenshot before that, where it's like 100-star Bedwars montage. first I thought he uploaded my montage just without my consent and didn't even credit me. But it turns out that video was edited by my friend Unsliced. And I also have a what's it called, call with him. Like I called him. Right? So in the next screenshot, so I was like, "What do you mean join call?" When he said, "Besides, I already got a montage." And then he says, "Have you seen my newest video?" And then I asked him, "But why would you ask me to edit? Because if he already had someone editing a montage for him, why would he ask me to?" And then he said, "Because I thought I wasn't gonna find anyone, so you're like my last option." And like, dude, I wasted 4 hours of my time just so your lazy ass could get someone else to. And then he says, "Lamau, no, I'm being called lazy." This guy literally called 3 people to edit for him, and I have proof. So he called me. He asked Unsliced, which he used his montage, and he also asked Nemeanlian. So I also DM'd him for, and I have a bunch of screenshots. And then he's like, "Now I have a bunch of things to say about you, and I don't want to be rude. So yeah, nice though." And I asked him like, "What do you want to have to say?" And he said, "I'm gonna say he did way better than whatever you could do, Lamau." So he pretty much asked 3 people to edit. The one that he likes the most, he just uses that one, doesn't pay everyone else.
So, if you didn't catch that, essentially Red Knight talks about his entire experience of not being paid by Zervz, and then he later finds out that actually Zervz had been in contact with multiple other editors, people in his friend group even, telling them to make an edit for him, and he'd been essentially playing all 3 of them at the same time, telling them all to make a montage, and just uploading the one he felt like uploading. I cannot even begin to describe to you how disrespectful this is. Montage edits are time-consuming pieces of art, essentially, that people are making, and Zervz is essentially just asking as many people as he can to make one for him and throwing the ones that he doesn't want away. And the amount of disrespect you showed to Red Knight is extraordinarily disgusting. Not only was he disrespectful of Red Knight's time by making him complete half of an entire edit just to not pay him at all, but also the fact that you could not follow through with the payment is just so disgusting. Like, imagine if you ordered a pizza from Pizza Hut and it showed up and you just didn't pay the guy because you're like, "I don't want it anymore," even though you literally ordered it, had it created, had it delivered to you. It's just so disrespectful to that person and shows how little you care for other people and how little respect you have for edits that are being created, okay? Montage edits require editors who have a lot of skill and fidelity using Lunar Client, Replay Mod, and their editing software, and it's so disrespectful to take all the hours that not only they have poured into creating your edit, but mastering their craft to get to their current skill level. Even after directly confronting Zervz about it, Red Knight was not able to get Zervz to compensate him for the work that he had put in. Even when Zervz said that he would buy him a rank, which was less money than they agreed on, Zervz was still unable to follow through. And the icing on the cake here, ladies and gentlemen, is that Zervz went and blocked Red Knight after he continued asking him for his payment. Zervz is so incredibly morally bankrupt that he doesn't feel any remorse for lying straight to Red Knight's face, saying that he would pay him and making him put in all this effort, right? And just lying straight to his face. Okay, I knew Zervz was a liar before because he lied about auto-clicking and cheating. But this is a whole nother level, okay? He's directly lying to Red Knight's face, and it's just so disrespectful. I honestly think that Zervz should not have a platform, as he's, once again, abusing it to hurt the community in some shape or form. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna try to be uploading more than I was before. I was just kind of swamped with stuff, so I hope you guys understand. Anyways, join the Discord, drop a sub, drop a like, you know how the deal is. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, and peace.